The world is full of mysteries. From a young age I was drawn to these stories, to the shadows where logic couldn't venture. Ghost hunting for me isn't just about fear or thrills. It's about seeking answers and connecting with something beyond our understanding. Many people dismiss ghost hunting as nonsense, but I've seen things, felt things, heard things that defy rational explanation. There's a whole community of people out there drawn to the same mysteries. Ghost hunting is a journey into history, into the lives of those who came before us. Every location has a story to tell, a past that might still linger in the present. We're not just investigating ghosts, we're investigating the echoes of lives lived, loves lost, and tragedies endured. And sometimes, just sometimes, we get a glimpse behind the veil. It's in these moments, when the impossible seems possible, that the true allure of ghost hunting takes hold. Ghost hunting isn't just about wandering around in the dark hoping for a scare. It's a systematic investigation, a search for evidence that might shed light on the unexplained. One of our most important tools is the EMF reader. This device measures electromagnetic fields which some believe ghosts can manipulate. Spikes on the EMF reader might indicate a presence nearby. Then there are EVP recorders, our ears into the spectral realm. We use these devices to capture electronic voice phenomena, those whispers and voices that sometimes come through on recordings. Thermal cameras allow us to see differences in temperature which can help us identify cold spots, often associated with ghostly activity. But our most important tool is our intuition. Sometimes the hair on the back of your neck tells you more than any piece of equipment ever could. I've had countless experiences over the years that have solidified my belief in the paranormal. One that stands out occurred in a small, forgotten mining town in Nevada. The town was practically a ghost town itself, with abandoned buildings lining the dusty streets. We were investigating an old saloon, a place where miners used to gather after a hard day's work. As we set up our equipment, I felt a distinct coldness wash over me, despite the desert heat outside. My breath grew heavy, and I felt a tightness in my chest. We started our EVP session, asking questions into the darkness, hoping for a response. And then, through the static on the recorder, we heard it, a deep, guttural voice, filled with an anger that sent chills down my spine. We packed up quickly that night, our nerves shaken to the core. As we drove away, I couldn't shake the feeling that we had stumbled upon something ancient and powerful. Every culture has its ghost stories, tales passed down through generations that speak to our fascination with the afterlife. Take the story of Anne Boleyn, the second wife of King Henry VIII. Beheaded on charges of treason and adultery, her ghost is said to haunt the Tower of London. Some say they've seen her wandering the halls, her head tucked under her arm. Then there's the legend of the Bell Witch, a malevolent entity that tormented a family in 19th century Tennessee. The witch, believed to be the spirit of a disgruntled neighbor, would pinch, scratch, and even speak to the family. These stories, and countless others like them, reflect our deepest fears and fascinations. They remind us that we are but temporary residents in a world that existed long before us and will continue to exist long after we're gone. Ghost hunting isn't just about seeking thrills or chasing shadows. It's a journey of self-discovery, a way to confront our own mortality and question the nature of reality itself. It challenges our preconceived notions of life and death, forcing us to consider the possibility that consciousness might exist beyond the physical realm. For some, ghost hunting reinforces their belief in the supernatural. For others, it opens their minds to new possibilities. And for some, it simply deepens the mystery, leaving them with more questions than answers. Regardless of where you stand on the spectrum of belief, ghost hunting has a profound impact on those who dare to venture into the darkness. It's a journey that will stay with you long after the lights come on. Ghost hunting is more than just a hobby. It's a pursuit of truth, a quest to understand the unknown and the unseen. It's about facing our fears, challenging our beliefs, and opening our minds to the possibility that there's more to our existence than meets the eye. It's a journey that takes us to some of the most haunted and historic locations. It's a journey that requires courage, curiosity, and an open mind. As we venture into the darkness, armed with our tools and our intuition, we must remember that respect is paramount. We are guests in these spaces, and we must treat them, and any entities that might reside there, with sensitivity and reverence. Just be prepared for what you might find, for the truth can be both terrifying and enlightening. The journey into the unknown awaits. Are you brave enough to take the first step?